Tonight's the night. President Trump will be giving his first ever State of the Union address. And it's got a lot of people wondering, what's going to happen tonight? What is President Trump going to say about the economy, about the country, about the world? Well, I've got some predictions of my own of what I think is going to happen tonight at President Trump's first ever State of the Union address. And like with anything else on this program, 9 is the magic number. I've got 9 predictions of what I think is going to happen at tonight's State of the Union address, given by President Trump. First off, like his temper, like his attention span, and like his fingers, this speech is going to be short, incredibly short. I'm talking 30 minutes or less. I know that seems unbelievable that Trump, given all the attention he'll be getting tonight, all the media coverage, every channel is going to be running this speech, that he wouldn't just go on and on and on about how great he is. He will do that, but not over 30 minutes. Because you got to think, that's time spent away from Twitter learning about what everyone thinks about him and what everyone is saying about him. Trump doesn't have, the wherewithal to avoid that. He's going to want to know what people are saying. So the speech is going to be short. Very short. I'm thinking 30 minutes or less. 25 of those minutes, of course, will be Donald Trump talking about how great he is and all the great things he does. And that'll go on for, like I said, 25 minutes. And then he'll get into other issues facing the country. And the first one he'll address is the anger that's going across this country about a female Colonel Sanders. That's right, he's going to weigh in on Reba McEntire playing Colonel Sanders, which I'm guessing he's not a fan of. After we hear about that, of course, Donald Trump being Donald Trump, he's going to insult some countries tonight. And I got my money on Madagascar. He's going to say some insulting things about the country of Madagascar. It's probably going to be based on the movie saying, oh, these people, they can't take care of themselves. Hippos are trying to eat them or whatnot. He's going to insult Madagascar. Then I'm thinking he'll get into crime and laws. He'll ask, why is the federal government telling us we can't rip tags off our mattresses? I think he's going to bring that up tonight. How the tags on the mattress say, do not rip off under penalty of law. Then he'll get into drugs, and he'll talk about how we can't legalize them. And he said, if you think legalizing drugs is a good idea, just look at Holland and the Netherlands and whatever country the Dutch come from. They all legalized marijuana. And look what happened to those 3 countries. And speaking of that, he's going to blame the crime problems on Obama, of course. He's going to say that Obama and the Democrats are so anti-police that they probably euthanize McGruff, the crime dog. I think he's going to bring that up. He's going to say, Obama killed McGruff. Give me a second. He's going to be doing a lot of this, too. Okay, Emmys. He's going to bring them up as well. He's going to ask questions like, why isn't White Fudge? Why didn't they get nominated for anything? Why didn't the Monkees get nominated for anything? And how come is it Francis Scott Key, the guy who wrote the Star Spangled Banner, never won an Emmy? He's going to be very pissed about the Emmys, especially after the whole Hillary Clinton and the Fire and Fury bit that they did. Also, he's going to be insulting other members of Congress, Nancy Pelosi especially. I think he's going to allege that she is a 3,000-year-old Aztec mummy who sustains herself by sucking the life force out of Vestal virgins. I definitely see him bringing that up. And, of course, he's going to give some shout-outs like the presidents always do. I think he's going to give one to Meatloaf this year. We're going to have a Meatloaf shout-out. Meatloaf, of course, is going to be up in the balcony. Well, I think that's all my predictions for what Trump is going to do. I have a few for other people. I think Eric Trump, of course, is going to pick his nose. He seems like that type of person. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, of course, she's kind of famous for falling asleep during one of Obama's speeches. This year, she doesn't want to fall asleep and then have to deal with all the negative feedback. So I think she's going to take a shitload of caffeine pills. So don't be surprised if at some point Ruth Bader Ginsburg, high on caffeine pills, decides to powerlift Justice Thomas. Oh, also Nancy Pelosi is going to have some problems with energy since she's going to excuse herself from the speech at one point. Of go back to her chamber rooms and suck the life out of the Vestal version. Because it turns out she is a 3,000-year-old Aztec mummy.